How old are you?
20.
21.
How long you been together?
5 years.
You want me to answer that question again?
If you want to.
5 years.
And how'd you meet?
We went to school together.
So at 5 years in, why haven't you proposed to her yet?
Oh, my fault. Shit. I'm still a young nigga, bro. I ain't trying to get married and shit, you feel me? We got a baby, though.
So you have a kid together.
2.
2 kids. So how did kids manage to come before the wedding ring?
You know, accidents happen.
So you don't believe in marriage?
Oh, no, I do.
Who said that?
You did.
I ain't say I don't believe in marriage.
So you don't want to get married.
Young, bro. I'm not trying to get married right now.
So at what point would you want to get married?
Like 24, 25.
Whew. I'm trying to put my words together. You guys, have a fling. Have a fling. It's okay. Very okay. I'm not even here to judge anybody that has 1 or 2 flings. Is it flings they call them, or crush, or whatever? You know, those kind of um love that happens in high school, like when you're teenagers, when you just hit puberty as a boy or a girl. Because I'm a girl, let me talk from a girl's angle. And you're just waiting on for the first guy, for your crush to come and tell you that you're beautiful. Then butterflies start rolling in your belly and all that, and you start building your future together in your head with that guy. That's very okay. We've done that. We've been there. We've done that. I'm not here to judge anybody. It's okay. Have a crush, have a fling, do all that, fall in love, fall out of love as a teenager, as a young girl or a guy, but don't bring children into the mix. Don't bring kids into the mix. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. I'm just this video just kind of annoyed me and irritated me, especially hearing the guy speak. It was just stirring something in my belly that was just annoying. I won't even lie. If I come for the lady now, it to be like I don't like it is I am always attacking the women and all that. But you guys, look, the reason why I it always comes off like I attack women in most of my videos is because I feel like women have a lot of control when it comes to their bodies, their entire life, their love life, and we have that control, but we don't use it. 90% of the time, we don't use it. Then I feel like God has given us that control, because when anything goes south, the repercussions and everything that comes with breakup, divorce, everything, it just hits more on a woman. So that's why I feel like we have more control as to who we can choose to be with and who we can choose to stay with. I don't know how to explain it, but that's why I always come for women most of the time. When I first saw this video, the first thing that came to my mind was like, where are the parents of this young couple? Like, where are the parents? Where are the parents? I don't know. Don't just have kids. You can have a fling, have a crush, do whatever you want in your teenage years and all that, but don't have kids. Don't bring kids. Now, she said that accidents still happen and all that. Yes, accidents happen once. In my language, in pidgin, they will say first fool, no be fool, but na second fool be fool. I don't know if that word is allowed on YouTube, but please don't have kids. And when I see people having kids outside marriage, if you ask me, I would say if I was able to influence people on how to have kids, definitely, you know my stance on that. I would say, okay, get married to the right person, have kids, and build a life together. But the thing about this generation now is that okay, they will say if you wait until you get married, the marriage can still end up being bad. Things can still go left, things can still turn sour and all that. Duh. Duh. I'm going to put a video of one lady that just hit the nail on the head when it comes to people that have this kind of ideas, this kind of thinking. Duh. Like, it's the same way they tell you to put on your seatbelt in a car, and even though you might put on your seatbelt, you can still lose your life in the accident. I'm going to put her video.
How come every time somebody says it's better to wait until you're married before you have kids, people are always like, well, he can still leave you even if you're married. He can still leave you even if... Duh! Duh. The same way you can still die in a car accident even if you have your seatbelt on. But it's probably still a good idea to put that seatbelt on when you get in the car, right? Marriage protects you and gives you benefits that being a baby mama does not. Okay? So if you want to be a baby mama, that's your call. You're grown. You can do whatever you want. But stop trying to make women who want to wait until they're married before they have kids sound like they're crazy. Thank you.
Duh. Having kids within the confines of marriage is just safer, it's just a better option for you. But if at all you cannot wait for some reason that I wouldn't even know of, that I can never understand, if at all you cannot do that, please do it with someone who is responsible, who is ready to be a parent, to be a father, to be a mother, just somebody that is responsible in general. Look at the guy's demeanor. Look at his composure. He doesn't even have composure yet. Like, I don't know if it's because of his age, but he was talking like somebody that is obviously high on something and all that. You don't want to be having kids with those kind of people. Like, I saw a video yesterday of a lady that had a kid, a 16-year-old that had a kid with a man that already has like four baby mamas. Was it four or six? I can't tell. But I'm like, you guys, women. Then after, when things go bad, you now come on here and start crying and start painting all men to be bad and start calling men all sort of names. Nah, I'm not gonna take that. If you've been in a bad relationship and you come out to start painting men bad, that is what I'm against. That is what I'm against. I wouldn't accept that in any sort of way, because you chose to be with the bad guys. If I was able to influence everybody in this life, I would tell you, get married to the good guys. Let the toxic people be on their own. Let the good people get married and have a beautiful and happily ever after. But I'm not able to influence everybody's decision, and every other person's decision is valid, especially when you say you don't want to put the effort and the work in marriage. Yeah, that's fine. But, but, please stop having kids with irresponsible men. When people say that marriage is hard and every like marriage is hard and they have kids outside of marriage, I don't understand it. Honestly, I would never understand it, because make it make sense. Marriage is hard, but having kids is not hard. Like, you can have children but not get married. Make it make sense to me, because even in marriage, I feel like whatever makes marriage hard and all that they paint it to be is when you bring children into marriage. Like, imagine life without kids, just me and my husband. You guys, we're living life. We're living life. It's when you start having children. I mean, that is when marriage will test you. Before kids, me and my husband were Bonnie and Clyde. The whole temptations and all that, the whole trials and all that, is when we started having kids. Because you're now more responsible. Your life changes when you have kids. So I feel like if you say you can have kids outside of wedlock but you can't get married, make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me in the comment section. I would never ever get that, because marriage in itself is not hard. That's why I totally respect people that would say, I understand them, that would say they don't want to have kids. They are married, but they don't want to have kids. I totally get them, as opposed to people that will say, I don't want to get married, I just want to stay alone for the rest of my life. You can I would never understand such people, even though their reasons best known to them are valid and all that. But you see, kids, please, you guys, stop having kids outside of wedlock and stop having kids with people that are irresponsible. Now, I'm not saying that this guy would not be responsible later in future, but for now, this there is a high probability that in the next how many years this relationship would not even exist. It's very, very high. And you know, all those kind of flings, all those crushes that we have in secondary school, and when you're now old and mature, you begin to wonder, like, what was that? What was that? What was I even thinking? What was I doing with that guy? That is what the situation of this relationship may be in another how many years' time, another 5 years' time. And there's even a high probability that she's going to have a third one, because if you can have two children, trust me, you can have three, and you're forever tied to this guy. And if he breaks your heart tomorrow, you have the kids to yourself. The man is living his best life, he's living his single life. Then you're tied, you're with your kids alone, doing everything you have to do for them. Why take that risk? Why take that risk? You guys, I would never understand it. So please, my lady, I feel like you people should wise up and know better now. I'm not even coming here to claim that I knew all these things when I was in my 20s, or when I was 21, 50. Like, I never knew them. I never knew them. But with maturity, you get to know them. And obviously, this is what I would pass on to my daughter. So I feel like her parents should have, I don't know, enlightened her in one way or the other. It just feels somehow. Watching this video, I was cringe. I was cringe for the lady. Oh, life happens, and I know that teenagers can be teenagers. At times, you might talk to them, they're talking back at you and all that, but don't have kids. Don't have kids. Don't have kids, not in this situation. And if at all you cannot wait to be married, please have with somebody that is obviously ready to be a parent. That's just my own in this video. What do you guys think about this video? Yeah, I think I've talked enough. What do you guys think? Yeah, let me know in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Please don't forget to like my video, okay? And I'll see you all in another video. Bye.